Hello, friends. Today I want to talk about something that's really important to me and probably really important to you, how to save money and get the most for your money when you're buying stuff online. And that's one of the most important things to anybody, I think. And what I learned was how discounting sites, or any site for that matter, can have such wild fluctuation on different fragrances. So I picked this not for any particular reason, but this is a Ralph Lauren Safari. I picked it and I used it to search all of the different sites I use for the price and just to show you what the variables are on buying cologne online. And also, I wrote down the different prices that you can get free shipping. And I want to talk to you about, you can get perks from different sites. Some sites will give you 5% back for every purchase. You'll get like a loyalty rewards account if you're going to spend a lot of money. Let's say you're only going to do a tenth of what I did. That may come out handy, and if you are going to buy one place, that may come out in your favor because you'll have those rewards, and rather than spread it all over, you'll just have to look at the different prices and see if that's going to work for you. It's crazy that this fragrance has so different prices. It's almost double at different places. So that's the main thing. And some of the stuff that I learned was sign up on the website the first time you order, make an account, get you a email site just for fragrances or whatever, and use that as a website they're going to spam all the time. That way you don't have that coming to a site you don't want all those emails coming to. Yeah, because they'll send you 1-2 a day. But it's good to sign up because you'll get free stuff. You'll get discount codes sent, all kind of things. You can get discounts on your very first order. That's another thing. You might want to sign up first and then wait and get the discount code before you order. Another thing is keep good records from the very first. If you know how to Excel or whatever, keep a good spreadsheet of what you're buying, how much you buy, where you're buying it at. And I think that's important. If you're going to do something like this with all these different fragrances, so you have a good record of what's going on. Other thing is make sure you have a secure place to get your fragrances. If you don't, if you live in an area where people are porch robbing you, you got to find somewhere you get your stuff secure. You can't have somebody jacking your stuff. So that'd be about the main thing for me before I would start, and then try to keep good records from the start. Sign up for the emails. One email address, make it just for that. Keep some good passwords that you save to your device where you can get back on these sites when you don't go back to them for a month or whatever. That's just some basic stuff, and you can save some money like this, especially even in a couple of 3 years. That'll pay off for you if you're planning on even getting a tenth of what I got. So on to where I buy some stuff. So I give you an example of the lowest price. And that was at Fragrance Shop. $50 to get free shipping. Spend $50 to get free shipping. This was $30.95. It's a good kind of spicy, citrusy fragrance. It's not beast mode. It's not fantastic, but it's made in USA. We're coming up on the 250th anniversary of our country. So what the heck, man? That's why I had to put it out there today. So that's what I use for our fragrance to shop for. $30.95 at Fragrance Shop. Good way, Fragrance Shop. You did good. So I bought 44 things from Fragrance Shop. So there's not the only time they were low. That's pretty close to the top. Then I have Fragrance Shop. They're $49 for free shipping. I bought 54 things there. They were $34.84. Aurora Fragrance, they've been coming on pretty good. They were a little higher on this. They were $39.48. About 31 things there. They're $69 free shipping. They're a very good site, especially on, that's where I got this Greenlee at. No, maybe I got this Parfum Smalley there, the other one. And Beauty House, they have $99 free shipping. I got 6 things from there. They're like a good Middle Eastern. They have a lot of Middle Eastern stuff. They have a lot of everything, but they were $46. $46 for that there. LaBelle didn't have it. They were $95 free shipping. I didn't look at Jonas Shop. I bought 5 things from Jonas Shop. I ran out of time. Fragrance.net, I bought 56 things from them. They were $45. I get everything I buy there, I get free shipping on. So, that may have made me buy from there. I also get like 5% back on everything I buy. So that'd been another $4.50 off. It still would have really not done it for me. Then there's Fragrance X, $49 free shipping. They were $50.11. I bought so much stuff there, I get an additional 5% off. Their sister place is the normal price was $55. Their sister site is perfume.com, $49 free shipping. They were $55.12. That's the regular price without that 5% I was just talking about. Flex. They were $149 free shipping. They were $39.05 for that same fragrance. I bought 6 things there. EDP, which is E-Discount Perfumers. I've been buying a little bit of stuff there. They're a good place to buy stuff. You just have to go there and look and see if they have it. If they don't have it, you can't buy it. Okay, they kind of spotty on what they have and don't have, but sometimes they have good prices on what they do have. They have free shipping on everything. They didn't have it. Gift Express, they had $39.95, $59 free shipping. Perfume box, I bought 20 things from Gift Express. Perfume box, 24 things, are $59 free shipping. $47.21. E-Cosmetics, I bought $28. I bought 28 things from them. They're free I think I get free shipping on everything. But $50 there. That's it with 30% discount I'm figuring in. So that goes to show you. So the prices went anywhere from about $55 down to $30. So almost double. And, sometimes you got to just wait till you want 2 things to buy one so you get free shipping, something like that, or, you just pay the shipping. So about $5 for a lot of shipping. So that's just what I do. I try to combine them and take that $5 off. I'll buy a $20 cheapie from something, I'll buy I think I paid $19 or something. I'll throw something like that in there. Dunhill smells great, man. It's a great, you just want to run in there or go to the gym or something like that, or, you know, and buy it for $20, get your free shipping. So you really only paid $15 for it or $14 for it. The just depend on what you're getting. These little Nauticas are like $12, $14. If you're that close, throw one of them on there. Getting the thing for $8 then, in a way. That's kind of what I do. I just thought that might help those different sites. Now, there's also some sites that you can go to, Armani Beauty. I buy a lot of stuff from there. They have great sales at certain times of year. You have to wait. They give you, sometimes the prices aren't any better than a discounter, but they'll throw other stuff in. Like, this little 30 milliliter perfume, Acqua di Gio perfume. They threw that in there when I bought something as a gift, little magnetic cap, if I'm traveling somewhere, that's what I'm going to take. They gave me all these little 15 millimeter bottles, stronger with use, perfumes, still 15 millimeter bottles. Threw them in there when you're buying something. So sometimes you'll come out. Now if you go to buy these, are about $20, if you want to actually go buy them, so it depends on what your tastes are, what you want to do, whatever. So, just on you. One thing's for certain, when you do buy from Parfums de Marly or Bleu de Chanel or Armani, you're probably not getting a counterfeit. Most of all the sites I gave you, those aren't counterfeiters. I'm pretty much sure anything you get from there is going to be legit. But eBay, was a place on eBay, and Amazon, I'm not sure about. I wouldn't want to give anybody a recommendation for anything on there. Another site, the Duos, made in USA. You got to go to their site really to get these, and they have great. They have $65 free shipping. So, when they have a 30% sale, you get some of the designer ones for $20, something like that, and get like 3 of these and get free shipping, and then you're good to go. You have to get 4. I don't know, $80, something like that. Depends on what you pay. Sometimes there's some that are $60 and, you get 33% off or whatever like that. So it just depends on what you want. Some of these are really good. This is a clone of, Bottled Intense Citrus, which is Boss Bottled Citrus, Hugo Boss. I picked up, this is Boss Bottled Pacific, which is Pacific Man by Hugo Boss clone. That's what I wrote on the back anyways. So there was a lot of them. Blue Chivas at Casino Royale, which I wrote, it's a Tribird of Bleu de Chanel, Sauvage, and Bearcat Rouge, 540. Here's one that's Allure Home Vintage Edition by Chanel, like one of the first ones that came out by Allure Home. So you can get some discontinued fragrances from them. Say made in LA. And you can get some just really different stuff that you may not even have heard of, and you may not want to try it because they're so expensive. But here's one, Indigo by Nest, Midnight Fig. Yeah, man. So I'm going to be doing some videos on these later. Anyways, let me let you go before this thing gets too long. Have a good day and hope it saved you some money. Hey, like and subscribe if you want to. Thanks.